Hey everybody, welcome back to the page. Glad you can make it. And to all of you who are new, thank you for checking out my channel and checking out this review. Today we'll be reviewing the AIMA Big Sur Sport e-bike. It's a class 2/3 e-bike. I've had it probably 2 months now, and all I can say is I'm in love. I've never had a bike, e-bike. I rode a mountain bike, full suspension for a while, but my arthritis in my spine started hurting, so I can't ride those trails anymore and pedal a lot. So I got the e-bike, and I still pedal a lot with this, but when my back starts hurting or my legs start hurting, I use the throttle for a while and then go back to pedaling. A little bit about the bike. It is a moped style bike, meaning it's a step through, and that makes it great for people with medical issues, or just somebody that can't step over a full bar. It's really easy to get on. That's what I like about it, a step through. They make these in 2 different versions. This is the Big Sur Sport. It comes in with the 20-inch wheels and a step through. Then you have the Big Sur 26-inch. It doesn't have the step through, and it has 26-inch wheels. Same components, just bigger bike. I chose this one because it's a little lighter at 74 pounds compared to the Big Sur 26-inch, which is mid-80s, I believe. So the bike comes in 3 different colors. It comes in the color I have here, which is the ivory white. It comes in matte black and sea breeze blue. The bike weighs, again, 74 pounds without the rider or any gear, and it can carry a weight capacity up to 400 pounds. The frame size, it's 24.8 inches, and the wheelbase is about 45.7 inches, and the total length of the bike is 72.1 inches, I believe. And it says the recommended rider height for this bike is 4'1" to 5'9", but I'm 6'2", 170 pounds, and it fits me great. I don't look small on it. I don't feel small. So I think you can ride it if you're 6'1", 6'2", and around no more than 170, 180. The bike has a 750 watt Bafang motor with a max watt of 1200 watts. It has plenty of torque. I believe it's 120 nanometers of torque, which is great. It gets up hills super easy, even in pedal assist 1. The battery is a 48 volt LG 2100 700 cells battery. It's a 15 amp hour battery, 720 watt hours battery. LG 2100 700 cells battery. It's a 15 amp hour battery, 720 watt hours battery. It takes about, depending on what your battery remaining percentage is, up to 5 hours to fully charge this bike. On this bike, it has a torque sensor, which is right here in that area, and that torque sensor senses how much force you're putting on the pedals, and the motor will give you that much help back, so it makes it so much easier to pedal. They do make them with some, not this one, but other models with cadence sensors. Those are a little different, because after so many levels of pedal assist, you start ghost pedaling. You can't keep up with what the motor's putting out. On this bike with the torque sensor, the motor gives out what you put in, so you don't have to go as fast as the bike wants you to go. You can go as fast as you want to go. The bike, so far I've been up to 28.9, so basically 29 miles an hour in pedal assist 5 and pedaling. With just the throttle, 20 miles per hour max on the throttle. You can't change the tire size or change the speed limit through the settings on the display. The tires are 20-inch by. They are puncture resistant, supposedly, and that little white line around it at night is reflective, so that's pretty neat, I thought. The seat, which is over here, this is the factory seat that came with it. I had to take it off because I have spinal issues, and this seat has a raised part right where your spine goes, and it was hurting my spine. The seat was comfortable though, don't get me wrong, so it may be great for you. Has little springs on it. I changed out the seat to this Cloud 9 seat here. Changed it out there because it's got the little cutout here where my spine don't have any pressure on it, which is great. So the seat post is an aluminum alloy. It's 30.4 millimeter post with a 2-bolt clamp and a 34.9 millimeter quick release seat clamp, which is this right here. I also forgot to mention I changed out the seat post with a suspension to make it even more comfortable for me for my spinal issues, because this has no shocks in the rear, so you feel it when you hit a bump. What else is there? The hydraulic, it does have hydraulic brakes, which is great. They are hydraulic. You see right there where you fill them up. And it has 200 and I believe 10 millimeter rotors, I believe. 210, yeah, 210. No, I'm sorry, 203 millimeter rotors. I'm sorry, 203 millimeter rotors. The chain is 130 link, 160 millimeter. And crank over here is 52 teeth. So that's why it's so easy to pedal, and you can get up so much speed. Back here is your Bafang motor. It's a little dusty. I went on a ride the other day. There's your setup. Right here, you got your I'm a Big Sur. The cup holder did not come with it. I bought that for my water bottle holder. It has plastic fenders, which some people find an issue with, but I don't. Cuts down on the weight of the bike, so that's good. I mean, they don't flop around or make any noise or nothing, as you can see. It's got one on the front, one on the back. It has the Shimano Altus 7-speed shifter and derailleur right here. It shifts so smooth. I love it. Right here is your shifter. Very nice. It's like my full suspension mountain bike. The front fork right here, it has 80 millimeter of travel. So it's not much, but it is something. You know, most bikes don't have suspension at all. So 80mm of travel is good, and it has a lockout right here where you can lock it out, and then preload over here, so you can set how much rebound you have. Right here is your throttle. It's on the left side. I wish it was on the right side, but not much you can do about that. Okay, the stem on here is a threadless 31.8mm. What is that? 31.8mm. The stem on here is a threadless 31.8mm with a 7-degree rise and a 70mm extension on these handlebars, which is like a BMX style handlebars, which I really like. Makes it a lot more comfortable. You can adjust them up, down, whichever way you want. No more leaning over if you have back issues. And it has a full color backlit LCD display, and it is beautiful. Has all your different settings on it. So far I've went almost 150 miles on it, so that is a nice display, colored. Most of the ones I looked at didn't have colored displays. That's what I like about this. Right here is where you change your pedal assist. I'll turn this back. This middle button will turn the display back on if you hold it down, the one in the middle. And this button here, push up, you'll see go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's your pedal assist. Over here is your bottom button. You'll see it go down 4, 3, 2, 1, and right there, 0, you want to pedal by yourself. The bike's not helping you, so it's just like pedaling a regular bike. And right there you have walk mode, which for some reason you need to walk. The bike will go about 1.5 miles an hour. So I thought that was pretty neat to have that feature. What else we got here? I added a phone holder. It doesn't come with the bike. The grips, I don't know what they call these style, but they are lock-on, double-sided, so that's great to have that option. So you can change grips to any kind, good lock-on, but these seem to be pretty comfortable at the moment, both sides. It's got regular pedals. It's a regular pedal size here. Plastic. I mean, you can upgrade them, but they've done fine to me. So, also, kickstand. You know, it's not cool to have a kickstand these days, but when you need it, you need it. Has the back rack with a strap here. And you can strap all kinds of stuff down. I strapped my ice chest back there with my tools and the ice chest, things like that. And also up here, I can show you on the display. I want to show you if I can reach it. I can't reach it, but right here is the brake light. If you hit your brake lever, it lights at red. This one down here on the fender is just a reflector, but that one actually lights at red. Go around to the front. You got the headlight. It's okay. It puts off a weird effect on the ground, but you can see it has a small reflection underneath. But I'll turn on the light up here by pressing and holding this up button, and you'll see on the display top the light will show up. Boom, headlight is on. So you look in the front, headlight is on. If you live in the city, it's not going to be good at all for you. I will admit that. To turn it off, just hold it that button and you'll see it go off, and there's your headlight is off. So all in all, this bike, I love it. You can't go wrong with this bike. I did pay $17.99, and I actually got a good deal. The place where I bought it, me and my uncle both bought one. He bought the one in the blue, I got the white one. And the guy we bought it from threw in a double bike rack for the back of my truck, so that was so cool. If you want to get a bike, this has been the #1 selling bike, I hate to say it, in China for I think 15-20 years, something like that, I think, or 12 years. They made it to the US, and these bikes are just doing great. I mean, people are starting to get them, and everyone that rides them say they love them. I love it. And I rode several. This one just feels totally different than any one. It feels so well made. The components are good on it. It shifts so great. The power is great. It's got the torque sensor. It's got a big battery. Good battery, LG battery. Good Bafang motor, Bafang display, Bafang controller. What your Bafang controller is right here. It's right there in the pedal thing. You would think it was a mid-drive motor, but actually it's not. So yeah, that is the review of the Big Sur. I will be posting another video of the ride that I've taken and explain how many miles I've gotten out of the bike, using which mode and what I liked and didn't like, and you'll receive the footage. Until then, we will see you then, and thanks for visiting my channel.